In Red by Magdalena Tulli is a really spectacular novel. Technically speaking, she is really good. And in a lot of ways, it's like watching somebody break bricks or lift weights. Like, she's really that good. And I felt in a way that this book was an attempt for her to really push herself past her limits and use the book in an original way. If I can describe In Red, I would say that it's an experience quite like putting on a record. There are no chapters, and you don't really have a way to control your experience as you go through it. The needle falls, and you listen. Sometimes my mind honestly drifted off, like, to be very honest with you, and then suddenly she would demand my attention, kind of like listening to a jam band. This book very much ends the way a record left unattended ends. It disrupts into technical noise, sputtering until you stop it. In Red is at once a historical novel and at the same time the complete opposite. It's set in a fictitious partition of Poland in the last century, in a fictional city that experiences the real experiences and tragedies of Poland before, during, and after the First World War. There's some very interesting social commentary here, but I think Magdalena Tulli's greatest accomplishment was her success not simply in depicting everyday life, but in immersing you within it. I've read several novels set in the trenches, but never set in the hometowns of the soldiers who fought in the First World War. Magdalena brought me into this world, and I was genuinely affected by it. I really tend to think of characters as focal points, like in the terms of a painting where your eyes would rest if you're looking at it. So, what happens a lot in this book is that people die. Motivations are met suddenly with death, and the plot lines go with them. This can be really jarring because when you are invested in one story, you can suddenly be thrust into another. The molting that happens here may really alienate you, or you might find it to be spectacular. I think that this book's not really for everybody, but it is a really interesting effect because out of one like dead storyline, she always manages to spin it into another really great one. I think that this was a really beautiful book, and it certainly challenged me. The book reaches amazing places and shows you some really incredible vistas of Poland and humanity. It is not a book for everybody, as I have mentioned. My one piece of advice is to really just keep reading, because I really feel like the lulls that I've described are deliberate. And I think that if you just push yourself through it, through those lulls, you'll find that this is a very rewarding book. And I don't even know if pushing yourself is the right word. Like, I think that you should just, if you find yourself in the lulls, just relax and just keep moving, even if you feel like you're just kind of like your eyes are pushing forward over the words, because I can't give anything away, but I think that if you do and you get to the end, when you reach the last paragraph, you'll understand exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying. I think it will really click, because I think she spells it out for you. And I really want to thank you for watching this video. As always, please feel free to message me recommendations or leave them in the comments. I love it when people add me on Goodreads, and I found so much cool content thanks to my viewers. And I'm really excited to say that I'm almost finished reading Solaris by Stanislaw Lev, and I am going to review it really soon. I'm also finishing up the fourth draft of what will be my second novel, and I can't wait to share that with you as well. Anyway, talk to you soon.